Hello again. I have a very interesting subject that I want to talk about tonight that I think, I'm hoping sparks a conversation within the community here. Not only about this particular circumstance, but if it's occurred elsewhere. And what I'm referring to is a song, and my belief that this song is a ballad to the tarot. So the song that I'm talking about is Sting, Shape of My Heart. Now, for copyright purposes, I can't play the song while we're filming, but I do encourage you to search it in YouTube and listen to the song. And if there's a version with lyrics, then certainly pick that one so you can read the lyrics while you're listening. And some of the things that I point out tonight hopefully will become very clear the next time you hear the song. So that said, what we are looking at here on the top right are the lyrics to the song. Okay, and on the top left we have just some cards that I pulled out that I wanted to talk about while we go through the lyrics to the song. So to start with, the song starts, he deals the cards as a meditation, and those he plays never suspect. He doesn't play for money. He wins. He doesn't play for respect. So, right away, that's just an interesting line. It's a meditation. He doesn't play for the money. It's not about respect. And then the next line sort of buttons that up and defines that. Right? And so the next line, he deals the cards to find the answer. The sacred geometry of chance. The hidden law of a probable outcome. The numbers lead a dance. I mean, that's pretty that's pretty clear to me. It's kind of really difficult to look at those lyrics and see anything else. I mean, starting at the top, he deals the cards to find the answer. Yep. I mean, isn't that why we do what we do? The sacred geometry of chance? I mean, come on. The hidden law of a probable outcome. The numbers lead a dance. I mean, it is so apparent that I'm surprised I listened to the song so long and it never dawned on me. Decades. It's just really something. So let's keep going. We get to the chorus. Now, in this particular circumstance, he starts to refer to the suits, right? I know that the spades are the swords of the soldier. I know that the clubs are weapons of war. I know that diamonds mean money for this art. But that's not the shape of my heart. Right. He goes on. He may play the Jack of Diamonds. He may lay the Queen of Spades. Now this next line I'm not sure about, and I'm hoping maybe part of the conversation could be what you think this possibly means. I think maybe I grab the King of Pentacles. He may conceal a king in his hand. while the memory of it fades. What we have here is it's the only king in the Rider-Waite system that is looking at the element. The others are looking away, looking straight ahead, and so forth. He's looking at the pentacle. But I don't know, I think that's a stretch, to be honest, and I'd like to have a conversation about that. I have some other cards out here as well with respect to that. The other kings, right? So we have the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, here's Wand, here's Sword. I thought maybe perhaps just for the academic exercise, perhaps the Emperor, and I even have the Fool in this circumstance. So let's see, let's take a look at that. He may conceal a king in his hand while the memory of it fades. Perhaps something to do with the rose and the hand of the Fool, or really, that's an interesting question that I think I'm going to have fun exploring. Then we have a repeat of the chorus, which again I believe is a reference to the elemental cards, starting with the Sword, then the Wanderstaff, then the Pentacle, money for the art. Let me scroll a little bit. Okay. The swords of the soldier, the clubs are weapons of war, money for this art, but that's not the shape of my art. And so we have this represented in a couple of ways. Then let's scroll down a bit further here. My thoughts on this are, if I told her that I loved her, that I loved you, you'd maybe think there's something wrong. I'm not a man of too many faces. The mask I wear is one. And so I interpret that as the magician. The magician, of course, is number 1 in the tarot. And that's the number up on top there. That's a Roman numeral 1, and it's a very interesting symbolism to look at it, or consider the fact that I'm not a man of too many faces. The mask I wear is one. And so, and this next verse is also equally, I think, dense with symbolism. A lot going on here. A lot going on. But those who speak know nothing. And obviously you have the Hermit, which does not speak and is enlightened. Then we have, and to find out their cost, like those who curse their luck in too many places. I mean, that's like a bullseye. And those who fear are lost. And we know the symbolism here as well. The people, there's several people on the bottom here in different states. And one of those people is turning away in fear. One of them is praying and embracing it. And one of them has already succumbed. And so this would be the lesson to not fear the transition. And, the repeat of the chorus, of course. Okay. So that is my interpretation of Sting's Shape of My Heart secretly being a ballad to the tarot. It's not too much of a stretch, I think. I would like to consider myself a critical thinker that can be skeptical and is able to hold several ideas in my head without really attaching to any, and kind of going through the process. But in this case, it just seems so right on that it's hard for me to really doubt it. There's a couple of little things that are like, okay, maybe, but then when you really look at the whole picture, it has to have been at least an influence. And the writer of the song was definitely a user of the tarot, or had a knowledge of the system to some degree, because some of it even just is very playful, the way it's poetically addressed. But it's something that you wouldn't see from somebody who had a cursory experience, but rather somebody that has a practical experience. So there it is. The basic idea is that I believe that Sting's Shape of My Heart is an ode to the tarot. I encourage you to go listen to the song and to take a look at the lyrics, go back to the beginning and kind of go through this video and look at the cards I popped out. I really think that you may come to the same conclusion. Let me know in the comments, actually, and I really encourage you to kind of share this around and get an opinion on what other people think. I'd really like to think overall what people's ideas are about the meaning of the song. If it's not about the tarot, then maybe it's something else that I hadn't considered. So have a great night. I plan on popping into another live stream here soon, so I may see you guys shortly, in just a little bit. Otherwise,